So I thought I'll make just a video on looks maxing and my thoughts on looks maxing, and my own personal sort of anecdotes on it. So right now the looks maxing community is blowing up right now. Shockingly, because I mean it probably shouldn't be blowing up. Like, it's kind of like health and fitness. Should health and fitness it just should be ubiquitous, right? Like you should just look after yourself. It's what I'm trying to talk about. Like, it's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, like you probably shouldn't be 25 years of age and you have to learn about macronutrients to get in freaking shape, to get lean. But we're not taught this. We're not taught this stuff in the Western world, because the Western world is not your friend. It does not want to see you succeed as a man. This is why obesity is a massive problem, because it's shocking to me. I mean, how badly we're misled in life, and we have to learn things later in life that we probably should have been taught, in our younger age. And some people are definitely starting at a more of a deficit than other people. If you grow up with parents and they feed you crap food, you're eating like fast food and all that sort of stuff, then you're gonna have a real bad mindset around health and fitness. I definitely got lucky in that sense. My parents were not perfect in every sense, although just the environment that I grew up in, fast food was always taught to me that that's poison and that's kind of what losers eat. I didn't even eat my first McDonald's burger till I was 15, man. So, and even then I was pretty disappointed, to be honest. I was like, what the hell is this? But anyway, so yeah, the looks maxing community is blowing up. And at the end of the day, when you think about it, it's like, yeah, of course, shouldn't you be improving your looks? Guys should be playing that game anyway. It's like, you didn't know looks matter? Of course they freaking matter. Like, you didn't know this? And then you think about it, you think, well, yeah, if a guy's growing up in the world today, like when I went to school, this stuff was pretty, the whole sort of bullshit, woke, the feminized society where you taught this plugged in mindset where you're just all going to be bloody singing Kumbaya around the campfire and that sort of bullshit. I guess the younger generation has had that worse than even I did. Looks probably have always been something you want to play, right? Because, my thoughts on the whole looks maxing thing is, right, I think what guys do is they have an ego defense to try and justify their level instead of actually playing the game themselves, because they can't play the game, or that they feel incompetent. So it's absolutely easier to have an ego defense. They'll try to shit on it, or they'll try to dismiss it and make fun of it or whatever. Because, they're the overweight, desperate, dateless guy that is completely incompetent and they don't want to play the game. So they want to throw stones at the guys that are playing the game and getting the result. It's like the broke man. It's like the broke guy hating on the successful guy, like this, pulls up in a Lambo and he's just hating instead of being inspired or taking some advice. And here in Australia, we have the thing called the tall poppy syndrome, where basically Australians are they're proud haters. They are proud haters. They love to hate, instead of actually just waking up to themselves and recognizing that they're probably just jealous and envious inside themselves. But you can call someone out on their ego defense. So back in the day when I got into game, it was all about social skills, right? Like, most guys can solve a lot of their problems by learning social skills, by going out and learning social skills to get a better result in their dating life, right? However, man, that is a solution that works for a good number of guys, right? However, if you really want to look at it, 90% of guys are completely unattractive to the opposite sex. They're completely unattractive to the opposite sex, for sure. 17 women for every one guy used to procreate before socially forced monogamy and incentivizing what we see now. And I'm still trying to keep it censored for this platform because, yeah, like you can't talk really open about this sort of stuff. For sure, you cannot. So this channel that you're watching this on isn't my main channel. I have a bunch of other channels, and I've done experiments where you upload a video on this subject matter. If you talk off the cuff, 0 views, like 0 views, man. They don't want this information out there. They do not want this information out there. Yeah, so look, so bringing it back to the tall poppy syndrome. So 90% of guys are just going to be haters. If you even talking about looks maxing, or you're talking about these subject areas, because they can't play the game. So 90% of guys are unattractive to the opposite sex. And honestly, man, like even if they start looks maxing, they're still not going to get the result. So back in the day, man, you could just teach a guy that's half decent looking, teach him some social skills, which is basically getting over his cold approach anxiety, and it's like turning a tap on, man. It's like what was an issue is now a non-issue. However, when I think about it, and they used to always say that like looks don't matter and all that sort of stuff, and I would say, yeah, if you're in like just a half decent looking dude, yeah, looks probably don't matter, or maybe you just need to learn some game. However, when you're talking about probably 90% of guys, they should not just be doing looks maxing, man. They need to be status maxing. They need to be money maxing. They need to be learning game. Like they need to be doing it all because they're already at such a deficit. So is looks maxing for you? Well, it depends how much of a deficit you're at. I would say if you're, oh man, like 90% of guys need to be doing everything because 90% of guys are incompetent, man. Not 90% of guys are the guy that's going to wife up a single mother. 90% of guys are the guy that's just going to get the first girl that comes his way, and in 6 months he's saddled with a disagreeable, argumentative person that has absolutely no respect for him, and he's just being used as a beta male provider for a woman. That's 90% of guys. Like getting married, my friend, is not a brag. It's not a brag. It was never a brag. Okay, you're not successful because you got married. You're likely just a beta male provider. So should guys be doing looks maxing? Absolutely, because the odds are you are incompetent when it comes to getting any attention from females. Look, that's what the stats say, man. Like 17 women for every one guy used to procreate. Does that tell you something, man? Does that tell you something? Yeah, and I've seen this before. So I used to be one of these arrogant guys as well, where I'd be like, "Oh, you just have to learn game," and I'd be telling some guy with a beer gut that's overweight, "Hey, man, you just got to learn some games. Go out and learn cold approach." And it's like, and I look back, I go, "Yeah, I was pretty arrogant to be giving him that advice because really I should have been." I was probably being nice, to be honest, because really I should have been telling him, "Hey, buddy, you're overweight. You have not even attempted to learn any game. You have not attempted to learn anything. You got low status. You got no money. So if you got no freaking status, no financial status to flex, if you have no financial status to flex, bro, you have to be playing the looks game or the game or learning social skills to play the game." But yeah, back in the day, I should have been saying to a guy like, "Hey, man, you're freaking overweight. Like you're not even trying to play the game." The amount of times I've been sitting across from someone, and they have a beer gut. They sit out in the sun. Their skin is all sun damaged. They look 10 years older than they actually are. They're way overweight. And you're looking out there, and they're complaining about their lackluster dating life. Like you're complaining about your lackluster dating life, bro. You're not even trying to play the game. Like lose the weight off your gut for fuck's sake, man. Like, what is wrong with you, man? So the amount of times I've seen some guy complaining about his lackluster dating life and he's got a beer gut, I'm like, what's going on there? Like, is that low IQ? Is that he's just has really been misled and doesn't understand that you need to play the game? Because women are playing the game, man. They're like, women have always been playing the game in the sense of the looks maxing side of things. They always got their face caked in makeup, there's pads to enhance their features or whatever. Like, it's they're the ultimate fraud maxers, man. You know. So, what the fuck are you doing? See, most guys are simps and they have this attitude of, oh, I'm just going to be Mr. Honesty and blah blah blah, little beta male simp. And it's like, yeah, how's that working out for you, buddy? Like use your brain, dude. Use your brain, think. So yeah, my looks maxing goals this year, I want to get super lean. I've definitely got a bit more body fat on me than I should. Probably about 20%, 15% body fat right now. Yeah. Get super lean max out, man. Probably get down to 5% body fat. That'll be cool. And yeah, just have fun with it, man. I mean, these are fun little games to play in life, right? You know, like, why would you not want to get lean? Like, if you got a gut, like, why would you not want to lose that gut? Like, yeah, I have to be honest. There definitely is something about, if someone has a gut, it's almost just like a caveat. You get to write this person off. It's like, bro, you can't even solve that issue, bro. You can't even solve that issue, man. You got a gut, bro. Yet you want to tell me about my problems and how to solve my problems. You got a gut, man. You got a gut. Lose the gut, dude. You see, because you know what it says, man. It says you got no impulse control. And if you got no impulse control, you look like a desperate, dateless loser, beta male, man. Now, if some guy's pulling up in a Lambo, it's like, okay, you can. I got more respect for him then. But if you're broke as shit, if you're broke, man, you got no money, you definitely do not have any options when it comes to your dating life, right? And you got a gut, like, come on, man. You can at least lose the gut. Like, how many? Like, come on, man. You're taking too many strikes off, dude. You got too many strikes on you, man. You know. The least you can do is lose the gut. Yeah, man. So that's my thoughts on looks maxing, anyway. Absolutely, I'm an advocate for it, for sure. Like, I'm definitely big on the anti-aging, and I think anti-aging and looks maxing, they're definitely one in the same, for sure. You know, Brian Johnson, I'm a massive fan of Brian Johnson. I buy a lot of his products and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, that's a form of looks maxing, right? When you think about it. But yeah. Whatever.